11 games left in the season, and SC Bastia is setting records. Not for wins, but for draws. We've had 13 this season. The Domino's League 2 record is 15, and we just may well break it because, well, we haven't been losing any games, and our non-losing streak is around 15 or so. I'll have to double-check that. We're not winning a lot of games either, but we're still in first place, although it's going to be a fight to the finish, it looks like. My name's FM19, and this is the Return of Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 39. And as you can see from the standings here, we are doing not too bad. All things considered, 11 wins, 13 draws, 3 losses. Our goal differential of 17 is doing us very well. We're 1 point ahead of Amiens. We're 5 points ahead of Lorient and 6 points ahead of Nancy and Troyes. Châteauroux is definitely going down, as probably is or as a Bayron. It's going to be a fight between Paris FC and Pau FC, and a jockey probably to see who gets relegated. Frank leads us with 17 goals. Sasha still has the highest rating. Frank Diallo still has 8 assists. Frank also has the most players of the match. Jean-Marc Perrin and Ante Knezovic have decided they're going to have a race to see who gets the most yellow cards. Currently, they're tied. Since our last match, well, we're doing well. And frankly, if I take out, let me do this here real quick. If I take out the French Cup and Coup de League games, I go back and I sort by date. Our last loss was at Sochaux near the end of October. Since then, we have not lost a League 2 game. It's 14 games without a loss. But of those 14 games, we got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those have been draws. So you still get a point for them. And the fact that we're scoring has done us well. I just wish we could score more often, you know. I miss, you know, we had a 4-0 against Clermont. We had the 6-2 against Ajaccio, the 5-1 against Grenoble. The most amount of goals we've scored since that's 5-1, I want to say, has been 2. We'll have to figure something out before the end of the season. Otherwise, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. After losing to Lyon, we were away at Valenciennes and we drew with them 1-1 thanks to a Bernade goal in the 35th minute. We were then home against Paris FC and we beat them 2-1. Jordan Tell had a 75th minute goal. It was the first time he scored in 22 games. Dennis Picard had an own goal for Paris FC that gave us the 2-1 victory. Against Metz, we drew. Frank Diallo, 52nd minute goal. Clermont, we were held to a 0-0 draw. And then against Châteauroux, who are the bottom of the league team, we won 2-0. Frank with a 4th minute goal. Knezovic with a 29th minute goal. Our home crowds have also gone up. We're averaging, I want to say, well, you know what? I can go back and see what we're averaging. We're averaging 6,800, which is nice considering where we started. Now, Stade Montsezani is still a 15,000-seat stadium. If we don't get at least 10,000 in the stands, should we go up to League 1, I'm going to be really, A, surprised, and B, upset. So, today we are playing Tours, and they are currently 8th in the league. They've got a chance to sneak up in the playoffs, though. They're a solid squad. It's raining, of course. We are away. I thought we might come back for the Concarneau game, but I don't want too many big breaks in between. So we're going to play Tours, as I'm clicking all over the place here. We're going to play Tours, and then probably come back for Red Star, and then end up at Strasbourg. So I'm going to check the best 11. We've got a few players out because of injuries and yellow cards. The injuries are nothing major. It's mostly niggling stuff. 5 days, 1 to 3 days, a week here. You know, Sofiane Burst-Bell is finally back from his broken leg, and he does not look like the same player, at least attributes-wise. It's just mildly frustrating. I think when League 2 is probably going to be the top of his talent level, and he's not really going to get much better. He's lost a half-star potential ability. You know, his physicals have really gone way down, his jumping reach and his strength especially. I think if I go here... Yeah, his stamina's gone way down since he got injured. What else has gone down? His agility's gone down. Acceleration. Oddly enough, his passing has gone up. This stamina thing is what really bothers me, though, because especially right after he first came in, it was a 5. It went all the way down to a 3, and then got back up again, topped out at 8, and now it's back down. So he was a good player when we needed him to be a good player, and I'm sorry he's not going to be able to continue with us, but that's the breaks. So anyhow, I'm going to double check this, and we'll be back with the match against Tours in just a bit. Well, we're playing our 4-2-3 with the asymmetric DM. Adriani in goal, Sasha, Mabai, Almeida, and Brigado is the defensive back four. Patulidis is the defensive midfielder behind Bernardi. Polo, Knezovic, and Diallo is the attacking midfielders, and Frank up top is the strikers. Tours is playing a 4-4-2 diamond. This should do well for us because we're better on the flanks. Now, having started the game, I realized I didn't go over the transfer window, and that's not because we didn't have a lot of transfers or any transfer news. We did. It's just what happened makes absolutely no freaking sense to me. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'm hoping that between now and when I review it, a question I posted on the forum will be answered because, frankly, something happened that just still boggles my mind. But we'll definitely go back and look at that after the game here. Corner kick in, knocked away by Brigado. Silla, top of the box. Oh, skies over the crossbar. I have started rotating some of the guys against some of the weaker opponents. Against Shadow Row, Adriani didn't play. Wanted to give him a break. Log off the free kick. Adriani up with a nice catch. Well done. Rolls it out to Sasha. Over to Patulidis. To Mabai. Too many guys in the same area. Polo. Long pass towards no one in particular. Shibwabwa? It's a good thing I'm sober when I call these. The call to Georgian. Back to Silla. Long pass. Brigado stops her from going out of bounds. Bernardi up to Knezovic. Over to Diallo. Drives forward. Crosses it in. Frank is there. Off Kuder and in for the goal. Well done, Frank. He has been an excellent investment for the money. We ended up paying Milan his bonus, their bonuses for goals scored, and I want to say appearances. Kuder could have done a better job with that. Well, this is his 18th goal of the season. And he's had some really good games. That and I think this was the second year in a row he had a game where he had 5 goals. There was a game last year where he had, I want to say, 4 or 5. So he's capable of going off every once in a while, but he's been a solid performer for us. Well worth the, what was it, 400,000 euros I think we paid for him up front. I know there was more in bonuses than that, but definitely worth it. Polo, over to Bernardi. Long pass to Brigado, all alone out on the left. Brigado drives forward to Bernardi. Too much ping-pong going back on. Knezovic takes a shot from distance, and just they're not communicating. There's too many guys in the same area. I told them to concentrate, and they're overwhelmed. Good times. Good times. 10 minutes till the half here. Polo up to Knezovic. Long pass to Diallo. He's got help on the left. If he takes it, no, he's going to take a weak shot that Kuder is going to have no problem stopping. Knocked away. Can Brigado run it down? He can. Almeida. Back to Adriani, who's going to bring it up, send it towards Sasha on the right. Nice first touch from the wing back there. Polo to Knezovic. Back out to Sasha running down the right. He crosses it in, and Frank is there. Ooh, what a gorgeous cross that was. Oh, they left him all alone. Curls it in. Frank off the left foot. And in. Well done. Now we're going into the half with a 2-0 lead. 13 shots, 8 on target, 2 off target. You know, they've got a possession advantage, but they're not doing a lot with it. Check on the guy's health here in a second, see how they're doing too. Well, we're coming up on 60 minutes here. I want to make a couple of changes. Totally screwed this up. Knezovic's going to come off. He's not having the best game. Parent's going to come on as the attacking midfielder. It's not something he excels at, but he's better than anybody I have on the bench. We're going to get Almeida off as well and bring on Duccio Pardini, get him some playing time. We're going to save the last sub. Log with a kick from just outside the box, and he curls it high and right. Sasha with the throw-in. Oh, intercepted by Luckle. He passes it up, but there's no one there. Mabai's there. Sasha sends it in. Frank off the post and off Cuder, and then kicked away by Silla. It was a nice chance. Diarra outside the box sends it in, knocked away by Sasha, but Ligue is there. Ligue, Pereira to Shibuabwa. Oh, up into space, Diarra. Can you stop it from going out of bounds? He does, but Sasha directs it to Polo instead, who sends it up into space. Frank is there. Holds it up, crosses it to Diallo, who's got help on the left. Sends it out to that help. Brigado tries crossing it in, but it bounces off a Tours player. Diallo recovers. He sends it to Patulidis. Up to Brigado. Too many guys running over each other. Georgian. Oh, he totally misplayed that. That is lower league football at its best, but this is League 2. Frank gets his hat trick off a horrible defensive play by Tours. Diallo and Brigado ran over each other. It was a weak pass, and Frank just totally jumped on it. Almost positive that was Georgian, because he's at a 5'8 now. It's a well-deserved 5'8. You make a pass like that, that's just... We have thoroughly dominated Tours this game. 18 shots, 10 on target. The one Woodward hit, only one clear-cut chance, so that's mildly disturbing. They've had 5 shots, none on target. 3 minutes of extra time. Sillard out to Georgian, to Ligue, back to Silla, back to Ligue. They're playing keep away at the moment. To Janjakovic, to Silla, over to Sillard. He sends it in, and that is the game. Well done, boys. Hey, we didn't not win a game. We did not win a game. Oh, I totally screwed myself over that. We finally won. No more draws. And our winning streak is still going. Well done, boys. And, you know, we'll praise them. Passionate. Nice victory. Well done. And Amiens is now a point behind us. Quality possession provides victory. Classy Saja. Frank. Totally. You were superb in front of goal. 15 games unbeaten. So I'm going to do the press conference here. I'm going to come back and show you what happened in the transfer window. So January 31st is the last day of the transfer window. I didn't participate. There wasn't anybody I was interested in signing. There wasn't anybody out there that was going to make our team better for the amount of money we were willing to spend. I kept getting offers for a lot of my youngsters. Now, they were on youth contracts, and I made offers to a bunch of them for youngster contracts. Yes, it's more money going out, but it ties them down to the club longer. AS Saint Etienne made an offer for Loisenrue at like $12.32 on the 31st of January. And I said no. It was a lowball offer. It was, 63,000 euros up front going to 275 based on appearances and that, and a 15% sell-on clause. There's no way I'm signing that. Not even if there was a 50% sell-on clause. So I click next, and literally 6 messages later, Loisenrue has signed with Saint Etienne, and Bastia is going to get 525,000 euros in compensation. And I've got actually a post on the SI forums about it. If you look, it's all right there. Like 12:32, there's the offer. I rejected it, and it wasn't even this offer that I rejected. And then he signed, and I guess my understanding is, at least from the feedback I got on the post, because he was on a youth contract that was expiring in June, he was able to sign with anybody he wanted to. So even though I made the offer and he hadn't accepted it, Saint Etienne came in. And this is what really gets me. $1.3 a week professional contract going in June on a hot prospect thing. They're paying him $1.3 a week. That's just absurd. He's good. He's very good. He's got a bright future ahead of him. I mean, his physicals are already really, really good. His mentals are great. The determination has been on the low side, but some good mentoring, you can get that up. He'll be a good wingback in the future. Star and a half current ability, 5-star potential ability. But he's 15 years old. You're going to pay a 15-year-old $1.3K a week to play in your under-19s? That's just insane. So, I think this is what we're going to do. Change of plans. Of course it's a change of plans. My plans always change. Custer had a plan too, and that's how well my plans work out more often than not. We're going to come back for the Troyes game. At one point in time, I talked about doing either Red Star or Brest. Red Star is 13th, Brest is 16th. Troyes is 6th. And there's just enough time between now and then that a decent amount of movement can happen. I mean, if we go on a losing streak or something like that, we could drop out of promotion altogether. It's possible. Is it probable? I don't think so. But then again, it's FM. Anything could happen. So we're going to come back for Troyes. And if we win that game and we're well enough ahead that we're not going to fall out of relegation, I'll play the last 3 games offline, and then we'll do an end-of-year recap and start planning for, good God, League One and what's going on there. So what is going on there? Nimes has 11 points. Wow. Okay. Fun times. But a good solid win for us today against a fairly solid team. Frank is doing really well for us. I'm going to highlight him real quick. He was definitely worth the investment. 500,000 euros going up to 750,000 euros, I want to say. 35 goals in 2 seasons with us. No assists this year, though. That's interesting. The average rating is still up there. But I think we're going to need a few more players like him in a couple key positions if we want to avoid relegation, should we get promoted. Knock on wood. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please have a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and I thank you for watching the Return on Glory with FC Bastia, episode 39.